Hello, everybody. It's Recine time. Welcome back to the show. We have an extremely special show planned for you today. Today's show is all about that thing that we love so much, the movies. The Oscars are on Sunday night, and all the stars are going to be here. And actually, we have booked a pretty big star today on the show. Please welcome to Recine time, Ms. Cazzie David, everybody. How's it going?
Do I move the mic?
Whatever you're comfortable with. Whatever you're comfortable with. How's it? How are you?
Hello?
Yeah, that's good. Just like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey. You're on with Mike Recine. So like I said, we got the Oscars coming Sunday night, and I know that you're also a filmmaker.
Yeah, why do they call it the Oscars? You ever notice how it's called the Oscars? But like there's never a guy named Oscar at the Oscars. Like what's that all about? Who are they talking about? Are they talking about Oscar the Grouch? That guy stinks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's an interesting observation for sure. What are you working on?
Well, I'm Larry David's daughter, and I actually have a lot of funny takes. You know?
Okay.
Like bicycles.
Mm-hmm.
You ever notice how they have two wheels?
Mm-hmm.
And then a car.
Mm-hmm.
Cars have four wheels.
4 wheels. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's kind of interesting. I never
And what about
that.
What about donuts? You ever had a donut?
This morning.
Yeah. Donuts have holes in them.
Right.
So it's like what, you know?
Donuts have holes in them.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. Yeah.
You ever notice that like when your driver picks you up, you know, your hired private driver, he picks you up.
Sometimes give me 1 second. Johnny, can I talk to you outside real quick?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks. Give me 1 second. Life's moving very fast, and I'm not apologizing to you. I don't know what I did. I'm not apologizing to anybody.
Yeah, hell yeah.
The Racines never stop hustling. We never stop hustling. We never stop grinding. We never stop putting out content. Okay, so but that did happen, right? Can we talk about that?
I mean, obviously we're already talking about it. Yeah, it did happen.
You have autism.
What's wrong with that? I'm passionate about stuff. I don't wish you would do anything. I just
I can't control you.
I'm just taking my shoes off really quick.
Why?
Because I want to show you some clap push-ups. Welcome to the Oscars episode of Recine Time. It is good to be here. Some housekeeping stuff up top. You know, we do work a lot. A lot of work goes into the show. A lot of sweat, and we spend a lot of time. We spend a lot of time booking guests, and sometimes they're good, Johnny, and sometimes they kind of
dog shit.
Sometimes they're kind of crapola. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought we would get more into the stuff with Cazzie David.
She didn't have a lot to say.
Yeah. She asked if she could wait outside, and I said, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I said, like, I want to go wait downstairs.
Yeah, good.
Because I just want to, yeah. Ooh. No bueno.
Not a lot of talent.
Yeah. So we do pay a lot of money for guests. You know, we pay our guests, we pay our writers.
She was expensive.
She was quite expensive. So if you don't mind, we are trying to keep the lights on here, as they say. So if you wouldn't mind going over to patreon.com/RacineTime, you can kick us a couple bucks. You can kick me a couple bucks on Venmo if you've been enjoying the show. A lot of work does go into it. Michael-Racine-2. We certainly appreciate that. I got road dates coming up in March and April. You can go to MikeRacineComedy.com. Check out all of those. We got Fargo, we got Chicago, we got Cincinnati, we got Portland, Maine, we got Boston, we got Tampa. All coming up, microsinecomedy.com. And okay, because it's a movie episode, I learned something interesting about Johnny this week. Johnny doesn't like the movie Step Brothers. Is that real?
Yeah, it's not funny.
You were like, I hate that movie. It stinks.
It's not funny at all. And especially for how overhyped. I mean, it's one of the most like critically acclaimed comedies of all time. It's not funny.
It's like on my Mount Rushmore. But you have otherwise pretty good taste.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And I'm right about this too.
You're right about this?
Yeah, it's not funny. You said you didn't really like Anchorman.
I didn't really like Anchorman.
Okay, so why?
I didn't like Anchorman and The Hangover. I don't know. There's something about like the subtext in Step Brothers. It's like these people are like really successful, but they're like really bad parents. I think that's really funny.
Okay.
I think it's funny. Derek is such a great villain and a funny character. You don't think it's funny that Derek is such a piece of garbage, but then his wife hates him, and his wife starts having sex with this little man child because she hates her husband so much. You don't think it's funny when he goes, "Look at these abs. I haven't had a carb since 2003," and he gets punched in the face?
I don't really remember the movie that well. It's not something I rewatched, but I remember being shocked at how unfunny it was when I watched it.
Bizarre. What about 40-Year-Old Virgin?
Funny.
Yeah.
I don't know. I watched Step Brothers back in college long after it had already come out. And I watched that back to back with Freddy Got Fingered. I'm like, I'm going to watch like these two comedy movies I've never seen. One's critically acclaimed. One's universally panned and like has the worst rated movie of all time.
What are you going to do if I sit you down and make you watch it and you like love it?
I'll happily enjoy a movie if my taste has changed. I just don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah. Interesting.
And Freddy Got Fingered, by the way, one of the, I mean, that's on my Rushmore. That's like a top 5 of all time.
You don't laugh when Derek is in the car with his family and they're singing "Sweet Child of Mine" a cappella and they almost get into a car. That doesn't. They almost get into a car accident.
I actually do remember that scene.
And he's yelling at his wife and he's like, "Come on, $1,200 a week for vocal lessons."
No.
and she hates him so much. Bizarre. I mean, I don't know. I guess I can't. What did I think I was going to do? Convince you to like the movie?
I'll give it another shot, but
yeah.
It doesn't do anything. It should be a sketch.
Sure.
Not a full feature length.
All right. We also want to say really fast, R.I.P. to the king, Gene Hackman. It's cool that he hung on for this long, but he was found deceased with his wife
and a murder-suicide
dog. Well, they said no foul play, so it must be carbon monoxide or something, right?
I guess that's what they always say when a whole family shows up dead.
Yeah. That's a nice way to go.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
It's like slow. And
if you're going to kill yourself and your family, just close the fireplace.
Yeah.
Shoot.
But even like getting old and dying, I'm sure that's like your last moments on earth. You're like, dude, this is it. It's got to be scary.
Yeah.
I don't know why people don't just like, I think I'm going to tell my family if I make it to like 95, just shoot me in the back of the head one day. Don't let me see it coming.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. But yeah, R.I.P. They don't make actors like that anymore. Now it's all Chalamets, and who's even a good actor these days? I'll tell you who. Mikey Madison from Anora.
Yep.
We're going to be rooting for you Sunday night. I haven't watched the Oscars in years, and I'm like excited. Conan's hosting.
That's huge. Yeah.
Conan's hosting, and
I wasn't going to watch, and now I am.
And I just liked Anora so much. I'm rooting so hard for it.
Yeah, it was really good.
Just because it's up against a lot of crap. The Bob Dylan movie.
I didn't see as many movies
Amelia
this year
Perez.
because I used to have the movie pass. I canceled it. So last year I saw like everything that was nominated, and this year I saw Anora, which was great, but I don't know if it's better or worse than the other things that were nominated.
Yeah. Well, let's get into this. We have a very special guest today because everybody loved Anora so much. So today on the show, we have a real Russian prostitute from Brighton Beach. Everybody, please welcome to Recine time, Tatiana, everybody.
Hey.
How's it going?
Oh, thank you for having me, Michael.
This is so cool.
Oh, thank you.
It's really funny when you like. It's funny to watch something in a movie, but then to see it in real life, it's like, I don't know. It's like very special.
Well, this is my real life.
Mm-hmm.
The movie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, working in Brooklyn as a prostitute.
Mm-hmm.
A Russian.
Yeah. Now tell us a little about yourself. You're Russian. You live in Brighton Beach, and you're a prostitute.
Yes, I came to America after the collapse of the Soviet Union in a container ship. Mm-hmm. They usually fit
shipping container.
Yeah, about 15 girls.
Yeah,
I had one all to myself. Beautiful,
really?
Beautiful.
Yeah. Because you're that big.
I didn't even think of that.
Yeah. Okay.
I just was my lucky day, go to America.
Yeah. Nice. So do you like being a prostitute? What's it like being a prostitute?
I do like being a prostitute, but in the TikTok generation and, after COVID, these men act very weird. Side effect, I don't know. They want chick with dick instead of traditional woman.
Interesting.
I feel left out.
So you saw like a kind of a downtick in your client base since the vaccine came out. You're saying ever since the COVID vaccine came out, everyone wants chick with dick now.
I see it. Every other couple of clients, chick with dick.
Uh-huh.
And I have tradition, vagina.
Tradition, but you have a vagina.
Yes, a traditional woman.
Yeah. And you're saying they get disappointed when they see the vagina.
Yes, they want both. Greedy Americans want both. They want it all.
Jeez.
Yes.
It must be tough.
It's very tough. Losing a lot of money.
Uh-huh.
Because I'm a traditional woman. It's just very strange.
Yeah. Sorry to hear that.
Yes. Vaccine.
Yeah. What are you going to do?
TikTok. There's just so many crazy things.
I took it, but I don't have that at all.
No side effect?
No, not really. I only want to have sex with my beautiful wife.
Ah, that's beautiful.
Yeah. But that is something that we should probably look into.
Yeah. You always got to double check these days. Is that a big clit or a small dick? No one knows. Yeah?
Right. Okay, so let's let's talk about the movie a little bit. Did you see Anora?
Yes, I did. I was at the Regal in Sheepshead Bay movie theater. Mm-hmm. The parking lot's great to get fingered, do lots of drugs.
Sure.
Since the 90s.
Sure.
Beautiful spot.
Yeah.
I was in between clients.
Yeah.
I said, let me check this out.
Because it sounds like sometimes people actually go there to see movies too.
Yes. It's the neighborhood movie theater. It's right next to Brighton Beach, Mm-hmm. And I go in and it wasn't true.
It wasn't true.
No.
Okay.
To charge clients, you don't have Russian oligarchs in Brooklyn paying for prostitute like me.
Right. Okay.
I have my favorite clientele was Rudy Giuliani, Caesars Bay parking lot off the Bell Parkway, 1988. One of my most famous clients.
Really?
Not an oligarch.
Yeah.
It was a mayor.
Yeah.
And
I bet he's into some weird stuff.
Yes. Yeah. He wouldn't take his shoes off at all. Pull his pants down over his shoes. Very strange. Very strange.
Okay.
How are you going to put them back on? I said.
Yeah. I wonder if he's got some weird feet or something.
It's like a Frankenstein. I don't know, big clunker, chunkers. I don't know. I couldn't get it. He was very, very strange.
Yeah,
a very particular odor.
Yeah,
he don't wash well or medicated powder. It smells like. Yes.
I heard he liked a dominatrix. I heard he liked getting his nuts stepped on.
He liked that, yes, but he wanted how do you say Afro, like a black person. He wanted me to talk like a black person as I said it.
Oh, okay.
Very strange. Kick me in the nuts. I couldn't even do it. I'm Russian.
Yeah,
I don't do a black accent. You know?
Yeah.
I'm from Brighton Beach, not Coney Island.
You wouldn't think that.
No.
I think I just lost respect for Rudy Giuliani.
Oh, I never had respect for him.
Yeah. He wanted you to do a black scent?
Black scent as I kicked him in his testicles with his shoes on. It's a crazy man.
I guess because it was the 80s.
Yeah. Listen, he made the city
More
better. Safer for everyone, even prostitutes.
That's interesting. So you think he made the city safer?
Yes. Listen.
I thought he got rid of all the sex stuff, the sex workers.
Well, we were getting robbed a lot in the 90s, like we're selling our body, we're cash cow, people, easy target. Rudy Giuliani Hey, stop and frisk. Bye-bye. You know, and
Okay.
we're out there making money.
New York City used to be so interesting.
Mm-hmm.
What happened? Anyway, okay, so the Regal Cinemas in Sheepshead Bay.
Yes, I go. I see
Would
the
you
movie.
would you recommend people going there, like regular people?
Oh,
Local
yes.
people? Yeah.
Yeah, they don't even... They have a butter station all by yourself, and you can put as much butter on the popcorn as you want.
Okay.
They don't charge you extra. I would charge extra as a
Interesting.
prostitute, you know?
Interesting. Yeah. And so you saw the movie.
Yes, yes.
What were your what were your thoughts on the movie?
Very unrealistic.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I said, I deal with city worker, sanitation,
Mm-hmm.
fire department, and you know, Best Buy workers.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have money. They're into weird stuff, poo poo, doo doo. You know, stuff I don't want to do on your show. You know, I don't want to discuss on the show.
Thank you. We are on YouTube. We do get strikes every
Yes,
once in a
yes.
while. Yeah, because we don't actually have free speech in this country.
Oh, I feel like I'm back in Russia.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Yes.
Yeah. Yuck. Okay, so you've never had. So what you're saying is you've never had a client like fall in love with you.
No, it's tough.
Yeah.
You know, they never get past me being a prostitute, you know? Did you shower today? Did you brush your teeth today? You know, did you work today? Always all these questions.
Sure.
You know, just what about me? You know?
I guess what I'm also wondering is, have you ever gotten close with a client, and have you ever maybe fallen for a client? Does that ever happen? Or do you kind of keep the work separate?
I try to keep my work and my love life separate. You know, because it's tough.
Yeah.
You know, this guy, private jets, this.
Right.
They say, oh, Uber's downstairs. I go downstairs. No car. He locks the door. I'm in the street, freezing after, you know, like no tip, no nothing. There's no this happy ending. This is some sort of American dream. Private jets. Hooker falls in love with John. Like, this isn't realistic.
Right.
I was lit on fire. You know what I mean? Piss and shit thrown at me like an animal.
You were lit on fire?
Yes, it's part of being a prostitute in Brooklyn.
Sure. Well, I just want to say I don't see that at all. To me, you're like, when I look at you, I don't go, oh, she was lit on fire and had shit thrown at her.
Listen, look at a nice
To me, you're beautiful. Am I allowed to say that?
Yes, thank you. I'm not going to charge you. You say it twice, I might charge you, you know? But it's like buying a car. Until you look under the hood, you're like, uh-oh, this car is a mess.
Yeah.
That's a lot of mileage.
Sure. So what you're saying is you don't think that the movie portrayed sex work in like an authentic way?
No, it glamorized it. Pretty Woman, the movie with the Elizabeth Shue bleeding from her butthole with the Nicolas Cage. Like, that's the reality.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
Yeah, it's very graphic.
Okay.
Very graphic. Bleeding from her behind. It's part of the job.
Is that the name of the movie?
You are so funny, Michael.
Oh, thanks. And so, yeah, you didn't think it was like, but so I guess what you're saying is like being a prostitute it's not glamorous. It's very much like sort of day in, day out.
Yeah, it's sort of like working for UPS, you know?
Okay.
The clients just don't stop. They want more. You know?
Yeah.
You leave it at the front door, then they want it at the back door. It's next thing you know, everyone in the building's getting a package, you know? It's just, and I can only take so much.
For sure. But they shot the movie in your neighborhood, right?
Yes. I go up to them. I said, what are you doing in Brighton Beach? They said, we make a movie about prostitute. I said, I am prostitute.
Uh-huh.
And they just ignored me. Very rude, these people. I hope you don't win Sunday.
Really?
Being rude to me.
Oh,
in my neighborhood. Prostitute movie.
That's fucked up.
Yes.
I don't like that.
No.
Yeah. Maybe it's not a good movie. Because what I know is that it did get some, the movie got some flack for not having an intimacy coordinator, which I'm not really familiar with that term or what it is, but I guess on some movies where they have sex scenes and things like that, there will be someone who comes in and sort of like coordinate, or someone who's there to like watch the actors as they're dry. I don't know how you get that job, but it sounds like a pretty sweet job. You just watch actors dry hump all day.
It's very, very important. People these days, between Pokemon,
you're saying an intimacy coordinator is important.
Yes.
Okay.
People these days, like I said, between Pokemon, TikTok, their phone, they lack the intimacy. They don't know how to act with a woman.
Okay.
So I got my brother with a hammer on the other side of the wall, waiting.
Okay.
And last week he had to use the hammer.
Interesting.
The guy wouldn't stop.
Yeah.
It's part of the business.
Your brother had to hit him with a hammer.
Yes.
Okay.
It was pretty messed up.
So isn't that interesting, Johnny? It's like she has an intimacy coordinator for when it's her brother on the other side of the door with a hammer, but a major motion picture doesn't have one.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
It's problematic, I guess.
Yeah. But that's cool. So your brother used the hammer and everything was okay.
Yes. Now the person knows about intimacy.
Yeah. Was there anything that you liked about the movie?
It just put the prostitutes in a good light. If you try hard enough, you could become a billionaire,
Yeah.
It's simple math.
Yeah.
How many hours in a day, how many holes you have, times 3.
And it's almost like sometimes you kind of hit the jackpot.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah.
You never know.
You take on enough clients, you hit
could be world famous comedian. Could be European NBA basketball player, New York Knickerbockers. Sure. You never know.
Sure.
UPS worker, senator. Never know.
Yeah. I'm not that famous, but I do appreciate that.
But I'm here today, Michael.
Thanks.
For free.
Wow. We are blessed.
Paid for a guest, but not for my normal work.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah. Which is, I would imagine, a little lower than.
Yes.
Yeah. But I do believe in paying you people what you're worth.
You people?
Yeah, yours.
Oh, I thought you meant Russians. Prostitutes.
No,
yes.
Yeah.
Because communism in Russia, everyone gets paid the same. My skills are better than other women's skills.
Now that's interesting because everybody in America is like communist now, but you're saying you don't like that.
No.
Right.
You have lazy dick sucker and then professional dick sucker all getting paid the same.
Interesting.
There's no spectrum in prostitution.
Right. Because if you're a better dick sucker, why should you get paid the same as the girls who are lazy or not as good?
Charge more, be done quicker. It's economics. It's American dream.
Okay. So you're a little bit anti-communist is what you're saying.
Of course.
Right.
Shipping container 16 days by myself to think about this. Coming to America, new land.
For sure.
They unlock it. Breathe the air. American dream.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, I guess there's makers and takers.
Yes.
Some people.
I'm a taker.
I guess you're both a maker and a taker.
Oh, yes.
Nice. That's a good point. I love talking about politics.
Yes.
Everybody has different life experiences and different ways they see the world. And now it's like in America, everybody's like, well, how about some communism? So I think it's interesting to hear a different perspective.
How about some communism, they say, Try bringing up Stalin's worse than Hitler at Thanksgiving. Yeah. See what they say,
Right. That's a good point. Okay, I guess I do want to talk about the end of the movie a little bit.
Oh, yes.
The end of Anora. Now, I thought it was kind of weird because you spend the whole movie like rooting for this girl. She ends up, you think that she's gonna like kind of screw over this billionaire family and win, but she ends up not winning. She kind of loses. And the ending of the movie, now I did see the movie twice. I really liked it. The first time I saw the end of the movie, I thought this ending is like really kind of like sad and weird. And I guess there's something where I feel like I don't love a sad ending in a movie. What do you think?
Well, most of my tip comes from the happy ending.
Right.
So as a prostitute, happy
You're
ending.
pro-happy ending.
It's what I live for, happy ending. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that's me punching out of work, happy ending, day over, And it was not the happy ending. Like, I don't know why movies have sad ending. One of my favorite movies, My Girl 2.
Yeah.
The boy got stung with the bee and died. I cried.
Yeah.
And why no happy ending?
Who wants to watch that?
The wrestler, the man about to get Marissa Tomei pussy, and then just kills himself. How American is that? The unhappy ending and killing yourself. This made me very upset.
That movie bugged me so much because it's like, yeah, okay, I get it. It's about a guy who's like a huge fuck up and whatever, and he's messed up his whole life, and all he knows how to do is wrestle. And I think it would have been fine if he like got hit by a car or something, or had a heart attack or something, but he essentially like committed suicide at the end of the movie, and that kind of bugged me. Because it's like you can't just give up on life like that. I don't know. It seemed to be an endorsement. The movie seemed to be endorsement. Like he knew he was going to die, and he went up and did it anyway. Right when Marissa Tomei's about to give him pussy.
It doesn't make any sense. It's like a client say, "Oh, I'm about to come. Stop, pay me, and then go back home." You left a bullet in the chamber. What is wrong with you, Mickey Rourke?
Yeah.
Besides the facial reconfiguration, to kill yourself in the movie?
Yeah.
It's not a happy ending. At least have sex with Marissa Tomei. I would pay for that.
Right. Yeah,
Since My Cousin Vinny. Oh, so beautiful.
That's a good one, yeah. Yeah, she's great. She was like in her early 20s when that movie came out.
I seen her recently on Instagram. Very, very beautiful. She can make a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I just feel like life is kind of sad. And so, and I don't mind. I guess I don't always mind a sad ending, but sad endings do sometimes feel like a cop out a little bit. You know?
It's easy. It's an easy way out. Just like Mickey Rourke. He chose the easy way out. But speaking of out, I do have to leave.
Oh.
I remembered I got drafted for the Ukraine war.
Oh.
Viva Kiev.
Just now?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you for having me.
So you're going to
I got drafted.
What side are you going to fight for?
The left. Ukraine.
Okay.
On a map, it's to the left of Russia.
Yeah,
That's how we describe it in Russia.
Okay.
To the left.
Yeah. Well, that's a bummer, but
Thank you for having me, Michael.
Thanks for coming in.
Yes. And enjoy the movie. Good luck, Michael McMahon.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good luck in the war.
Yes. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. You know where the exit is. It's straight down the hall. That was great.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Insightful. I think she had a lot of, brought a lot of her personal experiences to the analysis of the film.
Yeah. I do have to say, though, if I'm speaking totally honest, I'm not sure if she's like my favorite. I'm not sure if she's like my favorite prostitute. Yeah. Yeah. I do kind of miss our other one.
Yeah. Well, she'll be back.
Yeah. Can we, what's that?
Sorry.
Oh, that was fun.
It was my girl.
Oh.
It was not supposed to play, though.
Can we call her?
Sure.
Yeah, you want to just give her a call real quick and see what she's up to?
Sure.
All right.
I'm here with Brian.
Hey.
Remember I told you about Brian?
Yeah, what's up? We're just taping the show right now, and I just wanted to say hi and that I hope you're having a nice day. And I was just kind of thinking about you.
What?
Yeah.
Don't call me with stuff like that. I thought this was like a business call.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well,
What?
I hope you're having a nice day.
All right.
Cool.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice. All right. I guess we'll be right back with more show. Okay, and we are back to the show, and we want to thank Tatiana for coming in, and we want to wish her all the luck in the Ukraine war. We hope that whatever side she's been drafted into, that side wins, because she was certainly a very lovely person. What's going on over there in Ukraine? Have you looked into it at all?
No.
Yeah.
Not in like a year.
Yeah. Seems like nothing good's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the movies. There's a lot of great movies nominated for Best Picture this year. There was one movie, I gotta say, that kind of got snubbed, and I'm a little happy that it got snubbed. I don't know what it is. I don't know if I'm like not a horror movie guy. I don't know if like I watched this movie and I spent over 2 hours looking for some kind of like meaning, you know, looking for something, some sort of, I don't know. It just did absolutely nothing for me. I was like, is this supposed to be scary? Is this supposed to, I don't know. It didn't scare me. It just did nothing. I almost don't even want to say what it is, because what is this? 858 area code. Do you know what that is?
Pennsylvania?
Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. May I speak to Deborah, please?
Yeah, who's calling?
Don't worry about it, bro. Just let me talk to her.
Don't worry about it. Well, Deborah is my wife, so I am going to worry about it, and I am going to ask who's calling.
Yeah, and I totally respect that, but it's like a private thing, you know.
Oh my God. Is this Nosferatu?
No.
Yet, listen, hey, I got to ask you a question. Why do you keep trying to get in touch with my wife? What do you think is going to happen?
She just wants to talk to me, man. I don't know what to tell you.
She wants to talk to you?
Yeah, she summoned me.
She summoned you? You know what I think happened? And I'm sorry to be blunt. I think you guys went on one date, if you could even call it a date, like 10 years ago, because she felt bad for you. And you don't know how to like take a hint. I don't think she wants to talk to you.
Wow, that the fact that you would even say that shows that you don't understand. We had a connection.
I don't think you understand. Why would she, wait a minute, why would she give you her husband's phone number if she wanted to talk to you?
Probably because she doesn't care if you know. Like, she wants you to find out. She's looking for an exit.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah, that's what I think.
You gotta stop trying to get in touch with my wife. You gotta stop. She's not interested.
To be together, man. I don't know what to say.
No. This is starting.
You had to find out like this, but
this is starting to be a problem. Deborah is married with a family.
Whatever you tell yourself, but I am going to have.
No. I need you to stop trying to get in touch with my wife. Stop calling my wife. Stop calling my fucking house. I'm not fucking around with you. I'm not fucking around with you.
Big man, I'm very fucking scared, bro.
Don't stop calling my wife.
Tough guy on the phone.
Okay, well then come down here. Come to the studio. You know where to find me.
Suck my vampire penis, bro.
Suck my penis. Suck my penis.
I'll kick
How
your
about that?
fucking ass.
Yeah, come
You're
kick my
such
fucking
a
ass.
pussy.
Come do it.
You're
I'm not a pussy. I'm not a pussy.
You don't know what you're I'm in the Hell's Angels.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
I'll kick your shit in.
I'll fuck you up.
Suck me off.
Fuck you. Don't call my wife again. God damn it. I got to start turning my phone off when we're recording.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Jesus Christ. This guy is like... I'm going to fuck him up.
Yeah?
I'm going to fuck him up.
You don't think he's going to come down?
He's not going to do shit.
You probably shouldn't invite Nosferatu.
He's not going to do shit. He's not going to do shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just saying you want me to vet guests and then you're inviting Nosferatu.
I don't even think he knows where the studio is.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. We'll be right back with more show. Welcome back to the show. Okay, so Anora was probably my favorite movie of 2024, but I think my second favorite just might have been the Pope movie, Conclave. Johnny, have you ever seen a Pope movie before or enjoyed it?
I don't think so.
They've made so many of them.
Yeah, it's not my thing.
This is something I never would have watched, but this movie was so good. It's about picking the new pope. It's about the future of big institutions. It's about Italians being right wing. And coincidentally, right now, Pope Francis, they say, is dying, right?
Yeah.
So we are here today with a very special interview. This guy, they're telling me he is one of the front runners to replace Pope Francis as the new pope. Please welcome to Recine Time, Francisco.
It is good to be here, man.
How's it going?
Good. It is. Thank you for having me on your program.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
And it is my pleasure. It is comes on ill tidings with the news of Pope Francis.
Sure.
Passing, he goes to be with the Lord. As we all do, we are all God's children. But
that's got to be exciting for you. I mean, I feel like that's a big deal, becoming Pope.
There is some controversy around it, but it is exciting and an honor. I accept with open arms.
There's controversy around it because I understand you're a little bit like liberal, right?
There is no liberal or conservative. There is only the word of God, Michael.
Oh, okay.
Which I interpret in different ways than maybe some of my constituency.
Sure.
I have more liberal leanings, as I don't know if you are aware, but the movie Conclave was based around my life. I was born intersex.
Oh.
Uterus.
Were you?
I was born with a uterus. I did not discover this until I had to have an appendectomy.
Yeah.
Like in the film. I chose to keep it as it is what I was born with. I do not believe in modifying oneself surgically unless absolutely necessary. We are all as God made us.
Yeah.
The only exception being life-changing procedures in South Korean plastic surgery. That's cool too.
First of all, can I just say up top, I think that's like pretty bold that you're admitting that publicly. Because in the movie Conclave, it was like a big scandal that the guy had a pussy.
It was something to keep under wraps. The film was actually sort of a tester to feel the waters of how people are feeling. And that was very informative to my decision to come forward. But
nice.
Yes, it is. But it is good to be here. I had a lovely ride on the L train from Bushwick to here.
Oh, you're staying in Bushwick?
I'm staying in Bushwick.
Okay.
I wanted to see what the whole fuss is around the non-binary people. They seem kind of chill.
They seem pretty chill.
They just like listening to Sophie and,
The other thing, too, is there's not even like that.
Doing ketamine.
There's not even that many of them.
No, not really. If you weigh it against this standard deviation of the population of New York City, you have more Dominicans than non-binary people.
For sure.
Yeah.
And I like them too.
They are nice. They did a Showtime performance on the train. It was lovely. I did not know they did that here.
Yeah,
the break dancing and the flipping of the hat.
And you know what's funny? It happens so often, but you forget how talented these people are.
They are so it made me almost forlorn and sad. I didn't have any money to give them, but they accepted fist bumps.
Nice.
And,
Yeah.
It's lovely.
Great guys.
Oh, it's so positive, They remind me of the parable of Job. Mm-hmm. He had nothing. Mm-hmm. God took away everything from him.
Yeah.
They still chose to love God.
For sure.
Much as these men, they only have their dancing.
Yeah.
And not much else.
I like what you're doing. So you have a uterus. You're staying in Bushwick. You took the L train to get here.
Yes.
I mean, that's awesome. In the movie Conclave, Stanley Tucci's like a liberal. He's a very like liberal cardinal, and he's like, I think they're gonna make me the Pope. And you like want him to be Pope, but then you find out that he's like a pussy. Can I say pussy in front of you?
I'd prefer not, but okay. That makes you feel more comfortable.
You find out that he's kind of a vagina.
Okay, that seems like a kind of a lazy substitution, but
okay. You find out that he's kind of he lacks the
conviction.
He lacks the balls, so to speak.
Okay.
Yeah. No offense.
It's okay. I mean, if this is gonna be like a thing that keeps coming up, just speak your mind, Mike.
Yeah, but you have balls, right?
It's complicated, but sure. Yes, you intersex. You're born with both genders. The thing is you exist as a male. It's more of that there is a recessive mutation that creates uterus inside you. It's not really being used or anything, but it just occupies space.
Mm-hmm. What I want to know is why is there such an obsession these days with other people's genitals? Don't you feel weird thinking about other people's genitals? Thinking about who's in the bathroom stall next to you, thinking about who's getting, excuse me, what operations, thinking about who's getting hormones, thinking about what children are doing. To me, that feels like something that's very personal.
And one should only look at their neighbor when there is not enough bounty for the neighbor to enjoy. We should not think about what people have, but what they don't have. The people that struggle with money, people that struggle with identity. We shouldn't take things from people, but only give. Mm-hmm. But it is not of everything that you choose in this life is between you and God, and if you're in politics, maybe the state of Israel. But it is not really our concern as individuals. The choices of individuals, they will be judged by Allah. God.
Oh wow!
Yeah. Cut that part. Sorry. I was speaking, I was speaking within.
You're speaking from your heart.
No, I was speaking within a man earlier, and
okay.
It was. A little bit of a slip up. That will honestly cause more bad press than the intersex part.
We're basically a Muslim show at this point.
Oh, I wish I knew that before I maybe agreed to do the show. But
I'm just saying you're not. No one's gonna get mad at you here for saying praise Allah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just feel so embarrassed. That never happens.
We'll cut it out if you want.
No, it's okay.
Whatever you want to do. I like your vibe.
Okay, thank you.
This is probably going to be kind of a softball interview. I also want to talk about Oscars are on Sunday.
See,
you got any picks? You got any anyone you're hoping is going to win?
I mean,
anybody?
I hope that dog shit Bob Dylan movie doesn't get any.
Oh, did you see that?
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, it's a biopic.
Yeah.
But everybody's like Timothée Chalamet.
Yeah.
I respect not showing full humility. Too many celebrities pretend that they're not up their own,
Sure.
It's a word maybe I would not say. But
you just said dog shit though.
Oh fuck.
But I think that's cool. I think it's cool. You have a uterus, you stay in Bushwick, you take the L train.
Michael, can I be honest?
Yeah.
I went to one of the weed stores before this.
Okay.
I got a pre-roll.
Okay.
It's kind of throwing me a little bit.
Really?
I don't know. Even where I am right now.
I can't fuck with those gummies. I take a gummy and I go, I'm a fraud. The comedy is a lie. Jesus is not real.
Maybe don't say that.
No, okay.
Christ is real.
Yeah.
God, he's within all of us.
Okay.
That is the thing about the cannabis. It brings out sin and the devil within us. Makes us question ourselves. I try to focus right now I'm really trying to focus on scripture and the word of God, but it is difficult.
I do think people kind of lose sight of who Jesus is, and who,
certainly,
because it's like people forget that he hung out with like prostitutes. And actually, there's actually a prostitute that sometimes I have her on this show, and she's very cool. We have a good like dynamic together, and she likes coming in here, and the audience likes her too.
Oh, okay. So you have your own Mary Magdalene yourself.
I guess, yeah.
That's lovely, Michael.
Yeah, she's really beautiful too. But we do have like a very special relationship, I think.
Oh, like a paternal relationship?
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Man, women like that, they often fall into lines of work like that because they lose paternal guidance early on. So there's nothing... one can commit sin and still be repentant, Michael.
Yeah, but she's really awesome. I want to get into, because Anora, it's like a big year for sex workers. Anora is nominated. I'm hoping that I think that'd be cool if Mikey Madison won Best Actress, or if that won Best Picture. But there's so many movies that get made every year. But there's one movie that I do want to talk about that it got like 13 Oscar nominations, and it's Amelia Perez. Did you see that movie?
See.
Yeah. No bueno.
No, it's the Wicked movie.
Did you see that one?
Yeah, it's so much better.
Okay.
The Amelia Perez movie.
Yeah.
There's no musicality. No heart, no passion. It was kind of giving lip service.
It was very weird. Yeah. So it's a movie about, Zoe Saldana plays a lawyer who is like, she's like a scumbag lawyer, but it's just a very, I didn't, I got to tell you this. I watched like an hour of it last night. I didn't hate the movie. It wasn't like unwatchable, but I was like, it's very silly that this got 13 Oscar nominations.
No, it's not like the Lord of the Rings. It's not. No, it's okay. It's like,
it's just okay.
He says como se dice, the mead. It is mead, as the children say.
Yeah. Are you Spanish or Italian?
I grew up in Spain, but I also lived in Italy much of my life.
Okay.
I switched before. I'm trilingual.
A little both, yeah. Nice. Okay. Io parlo un poco italiano.
Oh.
Sì.
Prego.
Sì. Ho famiglia in Lazio. They're from a little village called Ripi. Isn't that funny? Ripi. That's the town my family's from. Ripi.
When did they make the voyage?
I think in like the 50s.
The 50s. Oh, yeah. So you're relatively new to this country. Not pretty in comparison, many of the Italians emigrated in the late 1800s and early 1900s.
Yeah, we're like newer.
Post World War II.
Yeah, I think so.
So were they?
Yeah, because my grandmother was
Il Duce with Mussolini.
Yeah, I think they were fans.
Oh,
I think they were in. Yeah.
Well, I suppose this is a correction, maybe in the course of Recine family politics.
Yeah, I'm like overcompensating
a little bit.
It's
okay.
That's interesting. So anyway, so Amelia Perez is a movie. Now it's a movie that takes place in Mexico, and there's like and it's a musical, right? None of the songs are that good, and there's an opening musical number where like all the people are singing and dancing on the street, and then a guy randomly just gets stabbed to death.
Wait, what?
I'm like, what the hell is it? Yeah, and like the opening musical number.
I was on my phone.
You were on your phone?
The movie, I didn't see that part.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That's so... Does it even service the plot?
No, it
just kind of happens?
I think they're trying to say like, oh, it's Mexico and it's dangerous and people just get stabbed to death randomly.
What the fuck? Is it white people writing this movie?
It's a French guy that made the movie.
A French guy?
Yeah.
Don't trust the French to make anything besides untoward advances towards a underage woman. That's the only thing you can trust the Frenchman for.
Tell me about it.
But
yeah, just
that's
very
crazy.
bizarre.
I mean, that's like saying donde está biblioteca just to establish their Spanish speaking.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So then she goes
13 Oscar noms?
13 Oscar noms. That's what I'm saying. It's like, as much as I liked Anora, I'm like, how does the Academy, how do they do this?
I mean, at this point, I think somebody has a gun to their head and the decision is...
Or they're just out of touch, like...
I don't know.
The liberals or something. But so then she goes to the... So this cartel boss calls her. He like he's like, hey, I'll make you rich. So then she meets this like scary cartel boss. And the cartel boss is like, I want to become a mujer. You know? It's like... And so it's this whole thing where like she's got to help him get a sex change operation because he's always wanted to live his life as a woman, but he's married and he's got 2 kids. And then she finally does become a woman, but then she misses her kids. So she's like, I need you to bring she says to Zoe Saldana, she's like, I need you to bring my kids back to me to live with me. Tell them I'm like a distant cousin. And there's a scene where like she goes to lay down with her son, who she was the kid's father when she was a man. And he's like, oh, you smell like my dad, right? And they sing this song about like, oh yeah, you smell like my papa. But I was reading a review of the movie, and so it's this whole thing with like Hollywood and stuff where, let me see if I can find this review. It's so, I found this on Letterboxd. So alienated from the experiences of lived trans identity that gets many basic facts wrong, stuff that any trans person could tell you about. For one thing, Amelia Perez wouldn't smell like a man if she was on HRT, as hormones have massive effect on body odor. But even disregarding that, this is yet another Crash-esque panorama of trying to tackle every societal problem and then acting as if the mere effort of that attempt, rather than the actual result, is profound. Liberal centrists can seemingly only understand queerness as the exceptional to their normality. So they make a hyperbolic spectacle out of us and then go on to say that it's good optics, that it's representation, when in fact it is abstraction and dehumanization. I thought that was pretty interesting because it was I don't know, I just found it to be kind of like a flat story. And I think that Hollywood's going to pat themselves on the back and be like, oh, we made a trans movie, you know, when you're right. It's just dog shit.
It is lip service.
Yeah.
It is pandering. But
what are you going to do?
Well, it seems, I would say burn down all of Los Angeles, but God is already doing that.
I guess God is doing that. Yeah. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Mike.
Any final thoughts? Anything you want to say about the movies or Pope?
Remember the teachings of Christ. Remember what he has done for us, for himself.
Remember that he hung out with whores.
He hung out with prostitutes. And
it's totally fine to hang out with prostitutes. It's not weird.
And he also...
Especially if you have a business relationship with her.
Well, commerce complicates things a little bit, but...
I guess,
except those others. Remember that Christ...
I just try not to listen to the haters.
Don't. As the Mayor Eric Adams says, they will be your waiters
at the table of success.
At the table of success. I do not agree with him as a person, but he's that's a good nugget.
Yeah.
But and Christ forgave Judas, so you know, for forgiveness, even to those that practice treachery.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's
all right, brother.
That's gonna do it for me.
Yeah. I really hope you become Pope.
Yeah, I got to go do Red Scare next. So
you're doing Red Scare?
Yeah, they wanted to have me on. I don't
all right.
Don't know how I feel about it. Thank you.
Yeah.
I heard they might. I don't know. It might be a Patreon app.
Yeah. Oh, at least they're kind of funny, I guess. I don't know.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Ambivalent so far, but we'll see how it goes.
All right. I wish you all the best. Thanks for being here. This might have been the best. This might have been the best episode we've ever done. What? This camera? This might have been the best episode we've ever done.
I'll start it over.
No, I don't.
Okay.
This is fine.
All right.
Because it's improv.
Yep.
And I like it. Can I just say I'm really I'm really proud of us.
Yeah, this is great.
I'm really proud.
A lot of big gets, a lot of good guests.
Yeah.
People are starting to pick up the phone.
And you only screwed up one of the guests. If I had to do anything different, my ears. I would probably, if I had to change one thing, I would just say no Cazzie David.
Yeah, that's all right. That was your idea, but
it was my idea. Okay. All right. I'll take responsibility. This camera, right?
Nope, this camera.
This one. Okay. Okay, cool. We are, like I said, we saved the best for last. We have a very, very special interview with the director of the movie The Brutalist. Please welcome to Recine Time, Mr. Brady Corbet. Hello.
Hello?
Hello, Mr. Brady Corbet.
Hey, Mike, how are you?
What's
Thanks for
happening?
having me on.
Thank you. Thank you for being here. This is like a real honor.
Hey, I appreciate it, man.
You have no idea how much I love movies, dude.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's why I got into them. I can relate.
And I got to tell you this. I want to see The Brutalist, but I have kind of like a shitty family that stops me from leaving the house. So I'm not sure if I'm going to see it. Maybe I will wait for it to come on like DVD or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But so but tell me a little bit like about the movie. Like tell me what it's like what's it like to make a movie?
Oh, it's a fascinating process. I mean, me and my wife, we started writing that script when we found we're both big fans of architecture. Mm-hmm. So my wife and I, we were learning about famous architects. A lot of people think that this is based on a real guy, but he's actually sort of an amalgamation of our favorite architects.
Now let me just interrupt you right there. Yeah. So let me just cut you off right there. So what you're saying is you and your wife wrote the script together?
Yeah.
So you and your wife wrote the movie together, and then you and your wife, like, I guess you guys probably hang out together a lot, right? And you probably watch a lot of the same movies, and you both like architecture?
Yeah, I mean, I hang out with my wife, yeah.
I mean, that's interesting because I feel like me and my wife don't like the same things at all. It's like she had. I mean, there's movies that I like that I can't even get her to watch. It's like very weird. I feel like we have this weird disconnect. You know? Does that ever happen to you? My wife. My wife won't even watch like Family Guy with me. Like the other night, I was like, I'm in the kitchen the other night. I'm watching a Family Guy compilation. I'm laughing my ass off. I go, honey, look, watch this. It's Family Guy Jew Jokes compilation. And she goes like, not right now. Not right now. I'm busy. You're busy. You can't watch a 2-minute Family Guy clip. You can't watch a 2-minute Family Guy clip. I'm your husband. It's just tough. I don't know. I guess it's tough when you have kids. Like, we're just not really like intimate anymore either.
Okay.
It's hard. Like, I don't know. And it's just weird. Like, I love Family Guy so much. I do a really good Cleveland impression. You want to hear my Cleveland impression?
Sure.
Peter, you're the white guy. I'm sorry. Let me start that over. Peter, you're the white version of a black guy who's not very good with his money.
And now here's not bad.
And now here's Stewie. What the deuce? Lois, damn you, woman! I could do more, but I don't want to like.
That was pretty good, actually. I do. That was a good Stewie.
Thanks. Yeah, I don't want to giggity goo. And then, how about that episode where, did you see where like Peter's like digging in the yard and Lois comes in and he's like, "Hey Lois, diarrhea." And then Lois like, "Peter, stop, I'm holding iced tea."
It's an honor to be nominated for an Oscar.
Yeah. What a great show. Yeah, right.
Sure.
What a great show. Anyway, Johnny is signaling. Johnny, what's happening over there? You want to wrap? We got to wrap?
We're just about
because we're done.
About time. Yeah.
We're at about time.
Someone else has to use the studio.
Oh, someone else is. Yeah. And then you've got tickets to see something tonight, right? What are you seeing? Didn't you? Are you going to see Paddington 3?
Yeah, but.
Oh, you didn't want me to say that on the show. All right. Brady, thank you for being here. We do have to wrap up, but this was awesome.
Yeah, thank you for having me. But actually, before we wrap up,
we got.
I don't know.
We gotta go.
We do have to go. So if you can make it quick.
Well, okay, but you don't make a lot of money off of box office these days.
You don't?
Kind of. No, the movies are dying. It's all streaming, and some of the more artistic stuff. It doesn't really. So I was wondering. I was thinking about starting a podcast. Do you have any tips on setting up a Patreon?
You want to do a podcast and a Patreon?
Yeah, I think I think people would be interested. I mean, you had me on, so.
My advice is it's kind of a tough time to start a podcast right now. It seems like I've been podcasting for a long time, and I kind of started at the right time, and I'm like friends with like Nick Mullen and Stav and guys like that, so I can sometimes go on their shows and promote some of my shit. I don't really recommend people start podcasts right now. I think it's a tough time to get into it. It's really competitive. And then also it's like not a lot of people have like the juice. I like to call it.
Well, do you think Nick Stavros would have me on?
I could ask, but it's a little bit of a long shot.
Oh, okay.
So I just don't recommend people start podcasts right now, especially if they don't have like the I guess like Riz, as the kids say.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
But thank you. We really do have to go. Thank you so much for joining us. This was awesome. And good luck. Good luck at the Oscars. I know you're gonna. I hope you beat the shit out of Amelia Perez.
Me too. I hate her.
She sucks.
So ugly too.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, dog.
Bye.
All right, dude, that was awesome. We gotta go. We gotta go. Right. That's the show. Johnny's going to see A Complete Unknown. Sorry. Oh, just kidding. We can edit that out that you're going to see a baby movie by yourself.
Come on.
Yeah. No, I heard it was good. I took my son to see it. It's fun. You'll like it.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a little weird that you're going by yourself, but I'm sure it'll be. I'm sure it'll be fine.
2 movies.
Yeah, it's fine. All right, everybody, that's the show. Enjoy the Oscars. Patreon.com/Recine time. We do have a lot of overhead, so kick us some money. Kick me some money on Venmo, Michael-Recine-2. Thank you again for listening, and we'll see you next week, or we'll see you Sunday with the bonus content over on Patreon. Bye-bye.